Kent State University is doing something really special. They're bringing a lot of visiting artists to come to the university, but the museum has brought the cream of the crop. Paul Tazewell is here. Welcome home. Akron native. I mean, I can't imagine as a little boy your journey to now, what this has been like for you. Did you ever envision this?
Never imagined it. I mean, we all have dreams, but this past year has been so explosive and exciting, and to have my work here represented from Wicked Part 1, it's just a dream come true, actually.
So as a costume designer, was that your love and passion when you were younger, coming up with, were you creating costumes of your own?
Absolutely.
Making things as a young kid?
Yeah, I mean, when I was here in Akron, or when I was down the road in Akron, I wanted to be a performer. I mean, so I was both on stage and then dressing myself and everyone else that was on stage with me. So, yes, it was half of a dream, but then actually committing to being a costume designer. I've had 35 years of an amazing career, many, many productions, Hamilton being one that people, I'm sure, would recognize, West Side Story, directed by Steven Spielberg, and now Wicked, the Wicked Part 1, and Wicked for Good, directed by John M. Chu. And, it's been a cornucopia of good.
So you are one letter away from the EGOT, my friend. Is there a way to get a Grammy? In costume, there has to be, right?
Oh, I've got to read something.
Okay.
So if anybody has something out there that they want me to read that I might be able to get an award for, yeah, definitely.
I mean, that is just incredible. So again, winning the Academy Award for this, what was that? I can't imagine that moment for you.
It was just glorious. I mean, and also the approval coming from the audience, which just meant to me that they really enjoyed my work. And to receive that kind of approval after, as I was saying, after 35 years of hard work in this career, is really, just a huge gift. And I'm just so grateful.
Well, and being recognized as the first African-American male costume designer to be nominated, you're an inspiration to so many to see that. Did you have inspirations, or was it all from within when you were younger and wanting to create this dream?
Absolutely. I mean, there were very few people people of color that were doing the work of costume design. Joffrey Holder was one that was a huge inspiration for me. Those that were inspiring me tended to be performers or directors. But people that were actually doing the art of design for either theater or film, they just weren't present. So I'm glad to be able to stand and be the face for someone who can actually enter into this profession and do really well. And
extremely well. I need to hit on these costumes. When you look at Alphaba's costume here, the intricacies, I know this is all black, and so it's hard to see the intricacy of what you've done with the fabric. But we were talking about, it looks like mushrooms, earthy, and that was your...
That was a huge inspiration for this costume. You actually, I'm gonna just lift the skirt.
It's your work, he's allowed to touch it.
But there's an underlayer that is lace, and it has a lining of purple. So and the top layer, which is pleated, from a distance it almost looks like it's velvet because you see the depth, but then that velvet is undulating. But it's all silk chiffon that's been micro pleated and then applied to the surface. But then with the undertone of purple, it gives you this iridescence when she moves. So that's the magic of the people that were responsible for making it in London.
And with Glinda's, but first of all, they're both so petite, so teeny when you're looking at these costumes. But there's a lot of choreography involved in the production, and so with thinking of that in mind, keeping the costumes in place almost, was that a challenge for you in itself too, to kind of sculpt in that way?
It's always a challenge. I mean, and while you're filming, I'm keeping my eye on what's happening with the dress or costume. The person that is overseeing their dresser is keeping their eye on it, on the side of the set. So, it's just something that you have to manage. But as you're building it, you have, whether it's corsetry or which both of them wore, throughout the filming. There might be with Elphaba, Cynthia as Elphaba, she wore harnesses so that she could fly. So there are a lot of other elements that go into the designing of these characters of the film overall, actually.
It is such a pleasure to meet you. This is going to be here through November. It's so wonderful that you have allowed this to happen, and they've lent this for us to come and see this firsthand. And to have you, just again, a hometown guy, doing these amazing things. Such an inspiration to so many. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And welcome back home again. And keep up the great. I can't wait until somehow he's getting that Grammy, and we're going to be screaming. I'm going to be screaming at home when it happens.
Okay,
Thank you so much.